Welcome everyone. Very strong message was coming through this weekend, and I really wanted to get on and record this message for you. But we are breaking through a karmic loop and a karmic trap that keeps you stuck in a loop, that keeps you stuck in the old vibrations, and you're about to cross into a new timeline. So you've got to just step back, look at the dynamics that are playing out, maybe in a situation, in a relationship, in an old mindset. Something is trying to keep you back in the old world, in the old vibration. And you saying no to it is the way that you're going to free yourself and move into the new and next version of yourself. So, when you close that door, you will feel confused, like, have I done the right thing? Did I make the right decision? But you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust yourself and your decision. And the more you choose yourself and the more you trust yourself and you trust your path, even though you don't know where it's going, even though it doesn't bring stability and security, but you are going into the unknown, into the mystery. When you trust yourself, Spirit will then align situations for you at your next level, in the sense that you've left the old, you've left the world that was familiar to you, and you're walking this unknown path that has new information, new connections, new vibrations, new experiences at the next level for you. But if you don't break that karmic loop, you're going to stay stuck in that cycle, and you're going to keep inviting that pattern and those relationships back into your life. So at this time, you're being called to choose yourself. If you've experienced disrespect in relationships, you take back and respect yourself. If someone is not valuing you and putting you down, you take back your power and you value yourself. If they're, trying to discredit you or create doubt in your field and in your mind, turn around and say, no, actually, thank you very much, but I know who I am and I'm continuing on my path. Because you're going to get a lot of that. And if you don't decide, if you don't choose, if you don't make it clear, if you don't set the boundaries, and this is a real big lesson in boundaries, if you don't set the boundaries and make it clear, and I've talked about this, your yeses and your nos have to be clear, and you've got to stick with it. You don't give mixed signals, because then you create confusion in the field, and you're giving the universe a confused signal, so they don't know what to bring in for you. Whereas if you're choosing yourself, you're respecting yourself, you're showing up for yourself, you're not abandoning yourself, you're not playing into those old mind games, you're not playing small anymore, you're willing and open to go the unknown path where you're paving a new way and you don't know where you're going, but you're still choosing yourself, you're still choosing and believing in yourself, then you're going to attract a whole new vibration and you're meeting the next version of yourself. So set your navigation system to the highest trajectory for you, to the highest timeline of you and your wish fulfillment and your happiness, and allow your system to recalibrate. So it's like the navigation system in the car. The moment you set the navigation system to your highest timeline, everything starts to reconfigure inside, and you'll feel it. So if you're very sensitive to energy, you'll feel this reconfiguring happening, like everything will start to vibrate, your heart will start to expand, your body will feel really uncomfortable, your gut will feel uncomfortable, because what you're doing is you're letting go of the old debris, you're letting go of the old thought patterns, you're letting go of the old systems, you're letting go of the old timelines, you're letting go of the old relationships that pulled you down and that took from you, took your energy. You're clearing that out. You're clearing that out. So there's a system clear out at the moment. There's a cleaning of the slate happening at the moment. And you might be feeling really tired. You might not even want to get out of bed at the moment, because it's just like you just don't know where you're going. And this is where you've just got to allow your body to rest. Know that there's a cleaning out happening right now. And then the slate is being wiped clean. So just see that. You can have some showers or sit in a hot bath, or go for a walk in nature, and clean out. Look at the relationships that you've had. Look at the mindset that's kept you stuck. If you've been a perfectionist and you're used to doing everything or not showing up because you want to be perfect or you want to look perfect, you're dropping all that. You're like, I don't care. Like, this is me, and I'm going to show up as I am. And I'm going to say what is in my heart right now is what I want to share right now. And it doesn't matter. Like, no one's listening to that. No one's seeing that. Only you. And you're holding yourself back from shining your light and being everything that you came here to be. So just look at the patterns that are holding you back. Look at the patterns that are stopping you from shining your light. Look at that devil energy that's coming in at this time to try and repeat a karmic loop that you've played into the past. But now you can see it for what it is. You can step back and you have that gap, and that gives you the awareness that you need. Take your time. If someone's trying to rush you into a relationship or rush you into a contract or rush you into something that, you know, you need time to think about, take your time to think about it. The right opportunity will never pass you by. And there is a refinement at this time that needs to happen, to look at ourselves deeply and to ask ourselves what we truly desire. Like, really, what do I desire? Is this serving me, or is this going to keep me stuck in the same pattern and same loop? What am I seeing that is like the same pattern that I've experienced in the past? What is the universe trying to show me here that I need to see for myself? And what do I need to walk away from, even if it's not comfortable for me? Even this feels familiar and comfortable and will give me the stability on a certain level. But am I abandoning myself here? Am I abandoning a part of me here? And if I am, then that's not for me. I'm not here to abandon myself anymore. I'm here to walk towards what I deserve and desire. I'm here to shine my light fully. If anyone or anything asks me to compromise my light, it is not acceptable to me, and that is not the timeline I am choosing. That is not aligned with my highest self. That is not aligned with my highest path, and that is not aligned with my truth as a sovereign being here on earth. And this is what 5D is requiring of you. If you want to step into the 5D vibrations, the fifth dimension, you have to be fully sovereign, acclimated, your 12-strand DNA activated. And we're going to be working on that. We're working next on the sexual templates, sexual sovereignty, and I'm doing a divine union course starting very soon, because I want you to step into your 12-strand DNA, a fully acclimated divine human being where you know that you are sovereign. You walk your path in truth. You don't get pulled into these dynamics. You reclaim all parts of self where you are fully sovereign, fully in your power, and that's what you're going to attract in the 5D world. You're going to attract another sovereign being. You're going to attract opportunities that honor you, that respect you, that see you, that value you, because you're valuing yourself, and you no longer compromise like you did in the past. You no longer settle. You do not settle. You don't settle for 95%. You know you can have 100%. You've got to know that you can have 100%. And if you're settling, you got to be the alchemist that says, okay, detach, I let go, this isn't serving me. I know I can attract because I'm a magician, and I can attract what I desire, and I just have to refine my signal and then put it out again, and it will bring that energy to me. So we don't chase, we attract, we magnetize the frequency that we want to emanate and the frequency that we want to bring in. So you are now a frequency. As a 5D being, you're holding a frequency, a sovereign frequency. And as you send that energy and transmission out, that's what you attract in. Honestly, that's what you're going to attract in. But you've got to stand in your king or queen energy and hold that vibration. And hold that vibration when all these patterns and these loops and these karmic relationships come back to take you down a notch again, like snakes and ladders. You can go down the ladder again and then make your way back up, and then something else will come. The devil energy will always come just before you're about to break through into your next version of self. Literally, I've seen it. It comes in right at the time where you're about to enter and walk through that portal into your expansion. You'll be called back to look at this again. Something will come up. A situation will present itself to take you off and down that ladder, and you've got to know if it's a trap, if it's a karmic trap, or it's actually for you. And this is where you've got to listen to your body. How is your body reacting? Is your nervous system in a spin? Are you feeling confused? Are they creating peace in your field, or are they creating chaos for you? If they're creating chaos, step back, look at the situation, try and understand it from a higher perspective. See the pattern, see what your body is remembering from an old dynamic that you had, and seize the situation for the truth that it's showing you. And as you see the situation for the truth that it's showing you, you can break the karmic loop. So this is a time to break those karmic loops. Like you're leaving an old world that kept you stuck. You're here to liberate yourself, and liberation is the name of the game through this time. The more you liberate yourself, the more you move into the next vibration and the next version of you. But if you don't liberate yourself from these cycles, you stay stuck and you play out the loop again and again and again. So this time requires you to set boundaries, to be clear, to say no, this doesn't serve me. Thank you very much for the experience, but this is not what I'm choosing for myself. And you've got to trust yourself through this time and trust the higher path that you are walking. And no one can tell you what's best for you. You know what's best for you. And if you don't know what's best for you, you've got to ask your heart. You've got to sit with yourself. You've got to love yourself. And you've got to ask yourself what you truly deserve and desire in this world for yourself. And when you do that, you change the trajectory. So if you were a timeline where you accepted disrespect, you're going to attract people that disrespect you. The moment you tune in and say, actually, no, I'm not accepting that. That's just another karmic loop. I'm going to play again. I believe in myself. I respect myself. I choose myself. Bang, you're not on a new trajectory. And what's happening right now is you're recalibrating. So everything starts to recalibrate, like the navigation system. It starts to recalibrate. And this is the uncomfortable feelings and energy that we're feeling right now inside. It's like we are recalibrating. And then we're getting aligned with a new trajectory and a new frequency that's going to take us into a new vibration and a new experience of our reality. So check in with yourselves at this time. See what's going on. See what's playing out at the moment, and see what you need to see for yourselves. And don't be afraid. Look at your fears, look at your insecurities, look at where there's an abandonment wound, look at where there's self-sabotage and, not honoring of the self. Look at these patterns and break them, and choose yourself and choose your next timeline, and choose to love yourselves more unconditionally so that you can walk the path to your highest vibration, because that is what New Earth is. That is what the 5D is inviting you into. And this is the path that you have chosen to walk here on Earth. And it's not comfortable at times because you're walking into the mystery, but it requires you to have faith in your path and also faith on your journey. So this was just a reminder. I really felt I needed to get on and give this message that you are breaking a karmic loop right now. And you've got to choose yourself and choose your unique path so that you can continue on your trajectory to your heaven on earth, your wish fulfillment, your happiness, your unique path that is made for you and you alone. And people will come to try and take you off your path. They will come to tell, the devil energy will come to take you down another rabbit hole where you play out another karmic loop again. And that's where you've got to set the healthy boundaries and say, no. Thank you, appreciate, I see the pattern, I see the dynamic, but I'm not choosing that, not this time. I'm wiser from my experiences. I'm wiser from what I've learned from my past relationships and dynamics. I now choose something very new for myself. And even if I don't know where I'm going, I'm still going to choose that, because that's honoring me and honoring myself and loving myself unconditionally to walk my path with love, with grace, and with liberation. And just as I say that, oh my gosh, my ears are, whoo, there's a frequency shift. So that message had to come through today. So happy new moon. I hope you're all doing well, and I will speak to you soon. Take care of yourselves and see you soon.